In this video lecture, I will explain how to create user-defined function in C. So what is function? It's a block of code that perform a specific task, and C allows you to define function according to your need. So a function created by user is called as user-defined function, and as per our need, we can create our own function. So these functions are called as user-defined function. Okay, so for example, if I want to create a circle and color it, so depending upon the radius and color, so what we can do, we can solve this problem by creating a circle function and by creating a color function. So here this is an example to add two integers, and to perform this task we have created an user defined function add numbers. Okay, so in my previous video lecture I have explained this function name. This is the name of the function. So this function name should be an identifier. So whatever rules are there to define the identifier, we have to follow that. Okay, so we write, first thing is we write the header file, and then this is function prototype. Okay, so immediately after header file we have to write function prototype, and then main function, and inside main function we call the function, so that is called as function call. And then outside main function, this is a function definition. So there are three things. And then okay, this inside the function definition we have return statement. So there are four things basically that you should know: a function prototype, function call, function definition, and return statement. So function prototype we will be writing after header file and before main function. Function call we will be writing inside the main function, and function definition will be outside the main function, and inside the function definition there will be return statement. And there is one more thing, this function prototype is optional. For example, if I write main function first and then I write the function definition, okay, after main function I write function definition, then this function prototype is you have to write the function prototype. But if you write function definition first and then main function, then this part is optional. Okay, so if you write first this function definition, okay, and then main function, then writing the function prototype is not required. But when you write main function first and then function definition, then you have to write function prototype. So next I will discuss for what is function prototype. Okay, so here you can see we have given, this is the name of the function add numbers. Okay, and this is return type. Okay, so we write return type and then name of the function. So name of the function should be any identifier, okay, valid identifier, and inside this parenthesis we pass the arguments, and sometimes we don't pass any argument. Okay, so here we will write arguments. So this is the syntax, and based on how many arguments, based on our program, our requirement, those many arguments we will be passing here. Okay, so this is the syntax of writing prototype. And function call, what we do, we write name of the function, and then argument here. Okay, and semicolon. And function definition, we write return type, name of the function, and here also arguments. Okay, and here we don't write semicolon, and then whatever code we want to, whatever task we want to perform, that we will be writing statement. Okay, so we'll be writing return statement. So here this is the program to add two integer. So two integer means we have to the input will be two number, and then we have to add the two number, and there will be one result. Okay, so so two number means there will be two arguments that we have to pass here. So here argument means int a, int b. So a is the first number and b is the second number, and since we want to add two integer number, so the data type also we have to write here int a, int b. Okay, and then here in function call we just write name of the function, and in argument name of the argument we write. And in function definition, again same thing, whatever we have written here, same thing we'll be writing. Okay, so function prototype, what happens? Function prototype is simply the declaration of a function that specify function's name, parameter and return type. So I told, like, we write return type and then we write function name and then we write the number of arguments here, okay, and then semicolon. So this function prototype we'll be writing immediately after header file, means before main function, okay. So this function prototype gives information to the compiler that the function may later be used in the program, and I told you this part is optional. If I am writing the function definition before main function, then this part no need to write. But when we are writing main function first and then function definition, then we have to tell the compiler that this is the function and this will be later used in the program, and this is the syntax of writing the function prototype. We write return type, means what type of value will be returned by the function, and function name, it will be any valid identifier, and here we have to write type 1 argument. See, you have seen we had written int a and int b when we want to add two number. So two number means two integer number, so the type will be that data type, int or float, based on the data type we'll be writing that type, okay. So type and argument 1, type 2 argument 2, so based on how many argument we have in our program, so those many arguments will be passing here, okay. So here what happens, int add numbers, int a, int b, this is what we wrote in the program, right. So the return type was the integer, because when we add two number, the value returned by the function will be some integer number only. This is the name of the function, add numbers is the name of the function, and the parameters are type is int, argument 1 is a, type 2 is again int, and argument 2 is b. So this is the function prototype, which provides the following information to the compiler. It will tell this is the name of the function, add numbers, and the return type of this function is int, and the two arguments of there are two arguments of type int that is passed to the function. So these information will be provided to the compiler when we write a function prototype. So the function prototype is not needed if the user defined function is defined before the main function. So this I have already told, okay. Next is calling function. So calling function will be writing inside the main function. And what is the syntax of function call? Syntax of function call is we write function name, and here we write argument 1, argument 2. So here we will not write type, okay, we will just write argument 1 and argument 2. So in the above example, the name of the function was add number, and then the argument 1 and 2 we are giving n1 and 2, or you can give any other name, okay. So this will be written inside, this whole thing will be written inside the main function, okay. And then next is function definition. So what is function definition? The function definition contains the block of the code to perform a specific task. In our example, adding two numbers and returning it. So basically here what we are doing, we are writing a program to add two integer numbers. So that addition part will take place here in the function definition. So what is the syntax of writing the function definition? We write return type, name of the function, type 1 argument 1, type 2 argument 2, and so on. So based on how many arguments we have. So here we are going to add two numbers, so there will be two argument, and here we don't write semicolon. So in prototype we had semicolon, even in function call we will write semicolon, but in function definition we won't write semicolon, and then we will write the opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket, and whatever task we want to perform, that is called as the body of the function, that we will be writing inside the braces, okay, curly braces. So whenever a function is called, the control of the program is transferred to the function definition, okay, and the compiler start executing the code inside the body of a function, okay. So in main first the execution will start from the main function, and when when the function call, when compiler sees the function call, the control will immediately go to the function definition, and whatever code I have written here in the body, that would be executed, and again the control will go to the main function. So this is about the syntax of writing the function definition. Next is passing arguments to a function. So how to pass the argument? So here you can see here, this is the same program. We have written header file, and then this is the prototype. Okay, so the return type is int because we are going to add two number. So the what type of value will be returned? Integer type of value. This is the name of the function, and the argument, two arguments we are going to pass, and the type is int for both the argument, int a, int b. So this is function, this is prototype, right? Function, prototype, and then we write main function. Inside main function, this is what? A function call. This is function call. And how we write function call? We write name of the function and then we just write pass the argument without type. Okay, and then this is the function, this is the function body. Okay, so function body, or we say function definition, this is the body. Okay, so function definition, whatever we have written in prototype, no, same thing we'll be writing here, but we don't put semicolon. Okay, so this is the syntax. We write return type, that would be int, name of the function, and these are argument with type we have to write, and here whatever task we want to perform, that we'll be writing. Okay, so that's how we pass the argument. Okay, so in programming, argument refers to the variable passed to the function, and in the above example there are two variables n1 and n2 that is passed during the function call. So see, these two argument n1 and n2 are passed during the function call, and the parameters a and b. So when we may execute the program, the execution will start from the main function. As soon as the compiler sees this, the control will transfer to the function definition. Okay, so whatever value we have passed here, no, n1 and n2, that would be copied to a and b. So whatever type we have given here, n1 and 2, and means the type should match. So for example, if I say n1 is of char type, a should also be of char type. If n2 is of float type, variable b should also be of float type. So if there should not be any mismatch. Okay, so that we have to take care. And then next is return statement. So what is return statement? The return statement terminates the execution of the function and returns a value to the calling function. So that we will be writing at the end in the function definition. Okay, so here in above example, the value of the result variable is returned to the main function, and the sum variable in the main function is assigned this value. So this is how we have to write the syntax for return statement. We write return and then we write expression. So for example, if I want to return the value of a, so return a plus b, something like this we will write. So here we are going to add two number. So here we are returning result. So see, once the we execute the program, the execution will start from the main function. Compiler will see this add number. So this is the function name. So the control will transfer to the function definition. Whatever value we have passed here, n1 and 2, will be copied to a and b, and we will perform the addition operation, and that result will be, this value will be returned to the main function, and that is stored in the variable sum, and then sum will be printed. Okay, so I'll quickly go to the program, and you can see here the flow. So this is the name of the function, right, and these are the argument passed, and then will come in main function, and these are the variable n1 and 2 and sum, and then we are giving input n1 and n2 from the user, and whatever value we have given, that is passed here, and that will be copied here, and then int result, we have taken another variable, result is equal to a plus b. So the value n1 and n2, whatever we have entered, no, the same value will be copied here for a and b, and that would be added, and that result value, that result is returned, and the control will come here to the main function once it finishes the execution, and that value is assigned to the sum. Okay, and then sum value we are printing. So this is how user defined function works. So hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.